here today to give you a little bit of brief background about myself and what brings me here to Toastmasters. So I work downtown at a wealth management firm, and I deal with financial data quite a bit. I read the Wall Street Journal every day, as well as several other business publications. I read financial reports on a daily basis. I am currently a level 2 candidate in the CFA program. And I know it might sound strange, but I love it. It sure does to my family and friends. But I find wealth management and investing to be intellectually stimulating, and at the same time, I get to help people. So I'd say it began about 10 or 12 years ago. A company called Sonics. My dad wanted to get my sister and I interested in investing, so we thought what better way than to introduce us to the wonderful world of stocks. So he drove us out. Does anybody in here know what Sonics is?
Sonics?
Sonics, I think.
Has to do with sound waves, speed of sound.
It's a fast food.
Hypersonic.
Fast food, yeah.
Oh, yes.
It's
I
what?
might be saying it wrong, but
What is it?
Sonic.
he drove us out there, showed us it, and went on further to explain that this is a very large publicly traded corporation that you could own a teeny piece of. He then told us that our favorite soft drink, Coca-Cola, my favorite gaming company, EA Sports, was also a publicly traded corporation. And I wouldn't say it was love at first sight, but I definitely had a very casual interest in it. I remember growing up, when I got bored, I would love to go to my computer and calculate the compounding effects of dividends. You know, you would enter a set amount, had a little bit more each month, reinvest dividends, and then bam, get $1 million. My favorite book was The Millionaire Next Door. So, I don't know why I found it interesting, but I just did. Fast forward several years, it's the summer right before my senior year of college. I'm at Fort Lewis, Washington for an Army training event. I had joined Army ROTC right after I graduated high school, did it all the way up until that summer, and it was our mandatory 4-week training. So I'm out in the woods for a few weeks, getting bit by insects, it's hot. Has anybody here heard of MREs? Yeah, they're basically like canned food. So I'm eating canned food for 3 weeks, flavored water. So towards the end of the camp, we get to relax, eat regular food. I'm sitting around with a bunch of friends, drinking coffee, and one guy's about 50, 60 pounds heavier than me, shoves me playfully. The next thing I know, my heart starts racing really, really fast. I get dizzy, I can't walk, I have to sit down. Everybody freaks out, they call the ambulance. By the time the ambulance comes, I'm fine, I'm able to walk, but they make me go to the emergency room anyways. And I found out that I have Wilson-White syndrome. So it's probably the most minor heart condition that you could have. I had the surgery, got it fixed. When I got back to school, my commander basically told me that I was medically disqualified. More than likely, I would get a waiver in a year, but I would not be going active duty. So then I guess I kind of had a midlife crisis, if you will. Because my original plan was go active duty 4 years, then worry about getting a normal job. But now I had to do it within a matter of months. So I spent a few months looking for internships, got an accounting internship. Had that all the way to the end of senior year, to the end of the summer. And they wanted to offer me a full-time job, but my heart just wasn't there. I love the people, I love the company, but it just wasn't for me. So again, I sit down, I'm having another mental crisis, trying to think about what I want to do. And I stare around, look at my bookcase, and I don't know why it wasn't obvious to me before, but you know, I should have probably noticed that the stacks of stock and wealth management books were piling up. So I had the bright idea that I would go into wealth management. So I quit my job. I decided to study for the CFA level 1, passed that exam, applied for more jobs, got my current wealth management position about 6 months ago, and that brings me to why I'm here today. So I think, like everyone here, I want to improve my communication skills. And I think this organization in particular will help me become much more fluid and, I guess, creative with how I speak. And I hope that I can offer the same, that I can bring new novel ideas. And if anybody needs both management advice, I would ask.